scattering looks real good.
Yeah.
I don't have any weather. Let's see if we can tune in and get. You know what? I can probably. Can I ask VatSim? .metar. And where are we going? LSGS. 2806 knots. Q clouds 20,000. Alta. Our QNH is 1016. All right. 1016. We're planning for 2806 knots. We're landing on runway 25, so we're good for that. And yeah, we're good to go there. I am going to make sure the weather is, yep, weather is set. Weather's been doing some weird things with me lately on VatSim, so you see me tab over and check on that. That's kind of what it's doing. But 18,000 descending for 17,000. We're going to be flying the GPS from a 2-5 approach coming in here. That's going to have us going over the valley, past the valley, through the woods, into Grandma's house. We go. Jay Snap says Catstrator finally gets ortho. Next thing we know, a pig will fly this bird on approach. Yeah. Our hamsters in London, they're quickly tabulating the current donation totals. We would expect to see an update here shortly.
And Squirrel's here. Good to see you, Squirrel, sir. Thanks for
Mr. Squirrel. Welcome aboard, Paul. Always a pleasure.
Yes, we do need the hamsters, though, to update that number, because I'm fairly sure it's above 28 grand. And we need to do this giveaway, because his stream ends, like, any minute. 14.
We got 14 minutes. We got time. In fact, this is going to be pretty well timed, I think, coming in here.
That's alright, it's alright. I've just got my turboprops are just warming up. It's all good.
Just warming up. Where are you flying tonight, Nova?
I am actually flying something a little different, which is kind of cool. I'm flying the Basler BT67 tonight. But a Basler with a difference.
I don't even know what that is.
Big turboprop DC3.
Oh, okay. Turboprop DC, nice. Where at in the world are we going to be flying that leg?
We're going to be going down the beautiful, taking the beautiful idyllic sights.
Oh, no.
Oh, something happened.
Okay, so there's a very important thing when you're flying the MD-80. When you set an altitude, you need to make sure you push in the Alt button and you have your altitude in orange. Otherwise, you just keep on descending. And so what just happened there is we actually descended below the minimums for this approach and almost flew into a mountain. I'm sorry, Nova, continue.
No, please. I want to make sure there's no like, MD-80s meeting mountains at any point during the stream. That would be bad, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So
that's never happened before in the history of aviation.
Oh yes.
Lights on here.
I was waiting for the GPWS to kick in over your comms.
Well, I don't know if that's actually modeled. We won't go there. Sore subject.
Right.
Okay, let's assume they passed out through lack of energy in England. They're just not going to update the number. We've seen enough donations in the stream here to show that this is way over 28 grand. So let's go ahead and do the PC Pilot giveaway. Over to you, Kat.
All right, the PC Pilot giveaway. What's going to happen here is... Uh-oh. It's on Twitch and not YouTube.
Your Nightbot. See, now you're going to be doing the same thing I was doing. Look away and scroll.
Okay, here's what's going to happen on this approach. I want people to just tell me, oh man, what can we say? Tell me where your happy place is. And by the time we get to, by the time we turn back to final, we're going to go ahead and pick some random people out of there and give this stuff away. So we'll start off with the, well, tell me where your happy place is.
And $100 from Squirrel. Thank you, sir. That's very kind.
Oh, Squirrel, thank you so much, Paul.
Novawing24 is streaming next, and then Frugal.
Okay, we got 10 minutes here. It's going to be close.
Where is the TCAS on the MD-80? I actually don't know that, other than the windows.
TCAS is on the bottom section. You take the knob here, you turn it to weather TCAS. And then if you actually turn to... There's no weather. I don't know. The TCAS is here, though. And you got to make sure you're on TCAS and make sure you're squawking, and it should work. But there's no planes. There's no planes out here. Okay.
Oh, look at that. We got a lot of happy places coming in here.
Lots of happy places.
This is awesome.
All right, so...
There we go.
First up, we'll give a copy of a... Let's try this again. First up, we're going to go ahead and give away a copy of an A2A plane of your choice. thanks to A2A Simulations. I'm going to go ahead and scroll where it stops right there. That's a mod.
That's awkward.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and where it stops is gonna be David T. David T's happy place is in the cockpit. Your cockpit can be any A2A Simulations plane. So David T, can you guys say what the rules of the? Take it away.
So the mods are now going to paste in a link for you to click on that, send a message through to the Flight Angels channel, and we'll be in touch with you with your email address, and we'll be in touch with you, provide you a link to get your key to get your A2A product of your choice.
David T, congratulations on your A2A product. All right, next up is going to be is it a 1-year subscription?
A 1-year subscription to PC Pilot Magazine.
1-year subscription to PC Pilot Magazine, as Mr. Frugal says, the gift that keeps on giving. We're going to go ahead and start scrolling around, and we're going to stop right there. Jacob Holder. Jacob Holder didn't tell me what his happy place is. He just said, haha, yeah, they won't.
So no win for you, Jacob. Denied.
I want a happy place.
That's not a happy place.
Let's try this again. Okay. I love Southwest Airlines 737 says, happy place is sky. I love Southwest Airlines 737 as many words as you can possibly say. Congratulations. That is going to be a 1-year subscription to the PC Pilot Magazine. Please click on the link that the mods are going to post here and send a message and let us know. Yeah.
Right. Midian just posted in the chat, Grats winners. The please winners go to that bit.ly link, which is the Flight Angels channel. Click on send them a message. We've made a note of who you are as well, so don't try and scam us, please. Try to keep it in the spirit of the event, and we'll make sure your keys get sorted out. For clarity, because we've had so many questions on this, you're not going to get the keys right now during the stream. Everyone is a little bit busy, but it will be very soon after the stream. We'll get all those keys and stuff sent out. Don't worry, we're not going to lose track of you.
Okay, we're going to make the turn here to final. I'm going to keep my speed up because we're running a little bit behind, and the last thing I want to do is be the guy that starts running over. I have some concerns about this though. So yeah, we're going to cheat. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and go to heading mode. We're going to cut this. We're going to cut this a little. We're going to cut this one a little. Yeah, we're just going to cut it off. We got to go down that valley right there, and we're totally VFR. We're just gonna stare at this for a little bit too. This is pretty. We don't have anything like this in New England. We have nice green hills, but we don't have like these mountains. And these look beautiful. 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes. We'll make ourselves down in 6 minutes, and we'll even get all. How many wheels do we have? 2, 4, 6. We get all 6 wheels on the ground. And maybe some more, too, because who knows if anything will fall off this plane.
You have backup wheels. Spare
What's that?
tire in the trunk.
Yeah, spare tire in the trunk comes all bopping itself out. What scenery is this? This is ortho scenery produced by Ortho4XP.
That is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to have to make the switch. There's just no way around it.
And once we round out here, oh yes.
And it took how long to make this type of scenery?
I don't know. I don't know. I have a second PC that did all the work for me.
Oh, okay.
It took, on the matter of hours.
Oh, wow.
Second nav mode.
Wow.
Looks worth it.
This is nicer than any scenery that you can buy, satellite scenery that you pay for.
We're doing okay here. And I see that the number updated. We're 28,166. So thank you all very much. If I don't get a chance to thank you again, thank you all so much for your donations. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you in the next 22 hours. I'll be hanging out here with the gang. And slowing my plane down and starting to descend my plane, because that's something we probably need to do. We'll just go ahead and go vertical speed down. And the nice thing about the MD-80 is when you pull this thing back, this thing just starts sinking like a rock. That is the airport that we're going. Well, I hope that's the airport we're going for. I'm assuming that's the airport we're going to go for. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow this thing back to about 200 knots, dirty her up, and we're just going to sink.
Okay,
Hopefully
the
after
issue.
you
I have
pass that.
5 minutes.
The issue with the counter, you can go a little over Thai. The issue with the counter, by the way, is that the money coming in from America is not showing. So they're fixing that now and working on it. By the way, just to reiterate here, I did update 28166. We are doing this for 3 very, very cool charities. Over the Wall, Serious Fun, and Vision of Flight. Over the Wall and Serious Fun provide camps, free camps for very, very sick kids with critical illnesses, to really give them some chance at a childhood and not have to worry too much about their ailments. And Paul Newman, who founded them, said that he didn't believe anybody should have to pay for those. So that's why the charity is raising money. Vision of Flight exposes underprivileged kids to careers in aviation that they might not have thought possible, using simulation to do so. That's why we're tied in with them. Please donate as much as you can. Check out all the charities at flight-angels.com.
And Kat, you can go over a little bit. Novawing just informed me that he's encountered a little bit of a technical issue that he's working on right now. So you got a little bit extra time.
Okay.
Don't
That's
have
cool.
to kill yourself on
I
approach.
don't know why
there.
she's beeping at me. Something's real upset. I don't care about the master caution. I know this. Oh, right. You can't have the spoilers extended and the flaps out because McDonnell Douglas crashes. Okay, we're going down 142 knots ish for our approach speed. So we'll just keep on slowing her down. We're gonna do some really cool stuff here where we just get this thing as dirty as possible, and I show you how fast you can sink in this plane, and also do some S turns too, because descent planning is not my. Frugal comes in too slow. I tend to come in a little too hot.
Oh, not last time. I came in way too fast last time.
Oh well, okay.
Guys, can I just step in for a sec with a public service announcement?
Please do.
Absolutely.
Sorry, guys. We've just found out that the total hasn't tallied any donations from the USA. They're fixing that now, and you should see a big jump in a few minutes. Apparently, the software didn't capture the USA at all. So we're counting up higher than it looks, actually, guys. So thank you, everybody. And the USA donations will be added very shortly, and then it will stay in sync.
And I want to go ahead and introduce Jane Whitaker. Jane has done an immense amount of work putting this event together, and has been instrumental in getting everybody, all the sponsors, all the streamers together, and everybody else. So thank you, Jane, for organizing this.
Not a problem. Glad to help. Always here to help everyone and hope you're all enjoying it, guys.
And I
Got
found
to
out
call
that
out
Jane...
as well.
Sorry,
to talk over Cat while he's trying to land. I got to call out as well. Sponsors. We got some awesome sponsors on this event, including Just Flight, A2A Simulations, Iris Simulations, FSI Panel, and many, many more. Our 3 key sponsors, there were Dovetail Games, who sponsored the Dovetail stream that's coming up tomorrow. NAC, I always forget what that stands for, but they made a massive donation, about $10,000, to sponsor a stream tomorrow. And TCC Global. All those 3 companies have donated tens of thousands of dollars between them, and we're immensely grateful. And of course, all the other companies are Iris Dynamics A2A, Dovetail, Excalibur, Key Publishing, that one, Key Publishing,
Capital,
and everybody that's listed in the video comments underneath Cat's lovely face there. We're grateful to them as well for all the free giveaways. Thank you.
While we're doing a quick call out, can I also thank Colonel Doug Champagne, his family, Matt, Jordan, and Katie, who, even though these guys are involved in Colonel's presentation, they're working behind the scenes to help us with the prize giving. So thank you, guys.
Very
Cool. There is rumor burning through the comments like wildfire that PMDG are doing a 757. And I think there were some cross wires there. I think somebody said, oh, PMDG 757, and lots of people are going, PMDG 757. I don't think there is a PMDG 757, sadly. I think that's crossed wires in the comments section.
Interesting.
If there is, I haven't heard about it.
Good to say, guys, did you know that was their first ever product that PMDG did was a 757? But I'm not aware of a new one. It was their first ever release. It was a 757 about, 14, 15 years ago now?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I remember it. It'd be great to have a new 757. Kyle, tell your boss.
Actually,
on the stream.
Kyle's in the chat, too. I do want to call out Kyle Rogers and say hello to you. I haven't seen you around in the chat before, so welcome aboard. And this is how we fly planes. Okay, so what we need to do is a little left 360.
Hey, Novawing, how's your technical issues doing?
They are all good. They are all good. We are ready to rock and roll.
Okay.
All right, let's see if we can go just like a minute or 2 minutes over. Although your stream is actually live now on the playlist Nova, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We
That's
got
okay,
so
that's
caught
okay.
up here. It's fine though. It's fine. We cool. We got this. This is
First
proper
overrun.
flight simulation right here.
Proper flight simulation.
Be quiet. Not you. The plane. You should tell me Syncret. There's a guy here on final too. Traffic. Uh-oh.
I think the traffic's the least of our problems at the moment.
Yeah.
A Delta wing plane's gonna fall out of the sky here. Okay, there's a runway out there somewhere.
We'll be scattering.
There
flat
it is.
parts
I got
all
it.
over
I
Europe.
got this. All right. Normally I'd fly this thing better, but hey, I don't care. It's a sim. You guys go check out my channel. You'll see the video where I put the plane in the drink last week.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty impressive, actually. That
What's
was pretty
impressive is that the plane continued to work and flew the rest of the flight.
Yeah, I like the way you just drove it back out onto the land and then just carried on like nothing happened. That was really good.
Yep. All right, speed
Yeah.
brakes. Auto.
Come
Oops,
on.
not. Oh god. Auto brake.
This is
Okay,
quite
okay,
similar to
we're
how
good,
they used to
we're good.
land at Baghdad, by the way, during the Iraq War. You're aware of this. This is exactly what they used to do.
This is a military approach. Yeah, I mean that's what we intended
Yeah.
to do.
The
Like
tactical
everybody
approach,
knows
yeah.
that when you fly in France, you're always in danger. Always.
Switzerland.
Are we in Switzerland?
Yeah, we're in Switzerland, yeah.
When you fly in Switzerland, you're especially in danger.
All that stolen
Okay.
Nazi gold.
Okay, we got this. Okay, we're good now. We're
Right.
stable.
Don't forget, as we come to the end of Cat Stream, please donate. This is all
There
about
we go.
donate. That's why we're here. So flight-angels.com/donate. Please donate. Help the kids. More giveaways on Novawing stream coming up in about 1 minute.
Yeah, we go.
Oh,
You can do this.
you get 2 for the price of 1.
This is going to be good.
All right.
This is good.
Reversers out. D-cell. Landing is the part that I never do very well.
Come on now.
That's my favorite part.
Well, it's my favorite part, but it doesn't mean we're good at it.
Good point.
And we're 30 seconds behind. Is he down? Did he crash?
Yeah, he's down.
He's
down.
laughing. What does he know that we don't?
Nice landing. Nice.
All right, guys, we're
landing.
gonna head on over to Novawing's channel. So youtube.com/Novawing24, Nova Wing 24, or you can use the links underneath Catstrator's video right here to get directly to it or to the event page, or you can go to the charity page. If you do go to the charity page, do donate or head on over to turbulentdesign.co.uk and buy the new Angwin scenery. All the money goes to us, or go to Aerosoft and participate in their sale. Profits go to us. That's it.
Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. We'll be here on the chat with everybody else, and we'll be live tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So look forward to seeing you then. Let's go see Nova Wing and have a great night, guys.
Good work.
youtube.com/Novawing24.
I'll
Alrighty,
be right
folks.
back.
So, well, welcome aboard. Thank you very much, Kat. That was a highly entertaining tactical approach there into the airport. Absolutely love that. So, guys, we're going to be taking a bit of a change of pace here. So, as I said, we're going to be climbing on board this spectacular beauty here. So, this is a Basler BT67. So, essentially, it's a turbo-propped version of a DC-3. So, we're going to be taking a beautiful scenic flight around the down the coast of Portugal. We're leaving Lisbon here, and we're heading down to Faro at the bottom end of Portugal. So without any further ado, we're sitting here at the hold short line. Let us get ourselves underway. So we should be seeing all the links there for all the great streamers that are going to be joining throughout all of these flights for this one today. So let's get ourselves underway. Quickly, ooh, didn't set that one. There we are. Gonna be a nice leisurely 2,500 feet today. There we go. Alrighty.
David Kelly asks, "Is there a toilet on this flight?"
Well, you know, there is actually some hand sanitizer here, so in this cockpit, so I must assume that there is one somewhere. Alright, we're just gonna let's head up into the ground. Well, we're not gonna head into the ground. Hopefully, we're gonna be heading up into the air. That's gonna be the main thing.
Now this aircraft's free, right?
That is absolutely correct. So this is a beautiful piece of freeware from one of the great freeware developers, Manfred Yan. So it's gone through various iterations. You can get the classic C-47 Skytrain as well, but he also modeled some of its derivatives, such as this one here, the Basler, the turboprop version, and the Super Dakota, or the C-117. So these are available from all the good freeware sites. And some beautiful liveries, and this particular variant is one that's used for weather and meteorological surveying and geographic surveying. So it's got the long proboscis out the front, which we'll see shortly as well. So we're going to head turn.
It's got a big nose. It doesn't have a long proboscis. It's got a great big schnoz.
Well, there's different ways of putting it.
Can I come in with a public service message again? It's all I seem to be doing.
Absolutely.
This is for you, Mr. Nova. Can you set your settings, please, because you're blocking other websites seeing it, so people viewing on FlightAngels.com can't see your stream. They can only see you on the YouTube right now.
It should be public. I dropped the link in before, so we should be right.
Yeah, it's definitely public. I'm watching it now.
And there is a delay in updating the YouTube playlist. It's
Okay.
out of control.
Okay. I just got the message saying, please can it be shared?
It is. Yeah, I checked the stream here. It is up there.
Sorry guys, carry on, ignore me.
No problems at all, Jane.
People ignore
Yeah,
me
if
all
you-
the time, guys, you know, that's how it works.
If you play the playlist, he's playing now. 162 people watching. 162 of you. Let's get some donations going in. Bear in mind, this is all for charity. We are raising money. That's why we're here. For 3 charities: Serious Flight, Serious Fun, Over the Wall, and Vision of Flight. You can find out more about those charities at flight-angels.com. You can donate there as well. Other ways you can give us money for this event, which all helps these sick kids and the privileged kids. It is a great cause to head on over to turbulentdesign.co.uk. Pick up their Angwin scenery that they just made for FSX and Prepared. All the proceeds from that come to us. Alternatively, you can go to Aerosoft and participate in their sale. All profits from that sale come to us. Just the sale items, though. We will be doing another giveaway as soon as we hit 28,500. And I think given the nature of this, with this classic aircraft, it's going to be all A2A. So we're probably going to look at probably 2 or 3, any A2A product you like. They'll be given away at 28,500. Please donate. Please dig deep and donate. I know you're enjoying the stream and it's great getting all this free content, but that's why we're here. Let's get some donations going. Let's break some records and raise some good money.
It's going to be really exciting. Like, I can see you got me all excited now, Frugal, because it's so close to be able to reach that mark. Because it's going to be amazing to give away some of those beautiful classic aircraft from A2A. It really is. So yeah, it's exciting. So guys, as I said before, please give, because these are amazing charities, and even if it's only a few dollars, those few dollars are actually going to be make such an incredible difference as well. So yeah, please don't underestimate it. Every little bit really does count, and it's going to be it's just an amazing set of charities that we're doing, especially I mentioned before when towards the end of Frugal's on his final approach there that the camps are they're really amazing things, and the actual things you see from people is cool. Hang on.
Hey, Nova,
Yes.
I got to interrupt your stream. They're right. If you go and try to watch the video on FlightAngels.com, playback on other websites has been disabled by the video owner. You might want to pause your stream real quick and change that.
Okay, bear with me. Let me bring up my other... What is going on there? That is odd.
Sorry, minor technical glitch. Nova's going to sort it out. I need to step out of the stream because I got a pre-flight at 777 ready for the next leg. So I will leave you all in the capable hands of Nova Wing and Airline to Sim and TheNorthernAlex and the rest of them. Belgeode that are all here in the streamer chat.
Alrighty, let me just save these settings quickly. I do apologise, folks. It seemed to be everything seemed to work.
Yeah, it's all good now. Good. Well
We're
done,
good.
thank
We're all good now. Excellent. I do apologise for that for all you Flight Angels viewers out there. I do apologise for that. But we
You
are
know, we're going
back
to
and
give
running now.
you really bad weather in your next flight leg for this.
Oh, but how can you give me horrible weather in the Mediterranean? It's the Mediterranean.
They have hurricanes.
That could be scary. That could be very scary.
We'll sort something out for you, Mr. Nova.
I don't know. I'm looking at the horizon here and going, there could be something ahead of me in this leg. So I think I could get my karma quite quickly.
Yeah, I think you could be right. These legs, guys, have been designed to be as challenging as possible for the guys flying. Just tried a bit of sadism when we were designing these legs.
Yeah, that's probably an understatement. But, you know, it's all from some really great reasons, some really great causes. And as I said before, yeah, as I was sort of starting to say before, yeah, with the camps, they are absolutely incredible because it is not a pleasant thing. I mean, most of us at some point have all been in hospital for something at some point. But yeah, just trying to do that when you're a youngster and you're trying to sort of struggle with that, and as a parent trying to actually struggle with that and all the conditions that go with that, it's really, really challenging and really mind crushing as well. And being able to just take a few moments, a few hours, a few days to actually just be a kid again is actually such a huge, great thing to be able to give back to the community. So yeah, so guys, please go forth, be one of the great angels here, and come across and just do some of this one. And see, we've got a few things coming through with the chat there. So that's right, we do have our next goal is $28,500. So we're only about $344 away from that. So we are really close, guys. So looking forward to that one. And Jay asks, is this P3D version 3? Yes, it is. So this is P3D version 3. So we are running the version 3 version here. What we're flying over some of the great library products from Orbix. So we're flying over FTX Global and FTX Vector, along with some of the beautiful cloud and sky textures delivered to us from Rex Texture for Rex Texture Direct as well. So there you go. And I want to give a quick shout out. I just saw Noah Holland just pop in here, and just let us know of his situation. And you know what, Noah, it's great to have you here on the stream, and I'm really glad to be able to help you out, guys. And thank you as well for just it's a challenge, as I said, and it's great to see you here. And I hope we can take some inspiration from us as this one as well. Guys, just a reminder, yeah, as I said, the donation, the next goal is 28,500, so very, very close. We are going to be giving away 3 A2A aircraft, so an A2A aircraft of your choice. Some beautiful, beautiful stuff there, particularly if you do like these beautiful classic aircraft. It is definitely the developer for you to get into. Now I'm going to quickly jump back into the cockpit here, admiring that beautiful long proboscis. You know, I know Pete said it was a long snout, long nose, but I think proboscis is very suitable for it. But we want to make sure that we don't exceed our VMO speeds to make sure that we don't endanger the airframe. Because again, one of the cool things of this aircraft is that it does model engine damage very, very well, and if you don't treat her right, she will come back and bite you in the proverbial. But there you go.
Speaking of, what are those caution lights that you've got up there?
They're just letting me know that the engine condition is there, so I do have power to it. So if I have an in-flight engine failure, I can try and restart it. Please don't jinx me to get an in-flight engine failure. I don't know if I can deal with that and the weather today. I don't know if I can deal with that. Just throwing it out there.
Mom's the word. I'm not saying anything.
It's your DC3 check ride.
Yeah, so yeah, it's funny, I've been doing a bit of air hauler 2 lately and doing the check ride. I love the check ride feature of that, by the way, but I'm just waiting for the developer to actually throw in there in the check ride, to actually throw an engine failure into one of his check rides and just see what he does to his users. I'm just waiting for that. Slopey, if you're listening to this, please don't do that.
No. It's very hard in the sim. Failures are really, really hard to deal with in the sim because you're already flying the airplane on your own and you're doing things with a mouse and stuff. It's much, much harder than it is in a real airplane. Much harder.
I was going to say, because you go through a lot of the training things over on your channel, don't you?
Yeah, so I spent a week with the 777 pilot recording the 777 training earlier this year. and I spent about 3 weeks with the Q400 pilot last year doing the Q400 training. So I think most of the real pilots are astonished at how accurate the sim is and how well it replicates everything that they do. But they all say it's much easier to fly the real aeroplane. Every single one of them says the real aeroplane is easier to fly than any of the sim ones.
And that's actually a really good point because we are we are essentially working a multi-crew aeroplane by ourselves, which has challenges
and
in
that's what it
itself.
boils down to. And also the little things like the fact that in the real aeroplane you just reach forward and there's a switch, or if there's something that isn't pressed, you can just glance at it. It's in your field of view. Whereas in the sim, it's not. So in an aeroplane like this one, where there's a lot of buttons to press and things have got to be set properly, it's very easy to miss something. And in the real aeroplane, you probably wouldn't miss it because it would be within your kind of eye view. But in the sim, it's not. So it's difficult. I mean, none of my real pilots can fly the sim airplanes to save their life. It's hilarious. The Q400 guy tried to fly the Majestic one, and it was hilarious. It was just like it was like my mum flying it. It was hilarious.
Actually, it's interesting that you say that because when the Razbam Metro 3 came out, that was a very sentimental aircraft for me, and I grabbed it pretty much as soon as it came out. I've been waiting for it. It was one of the first aircraft I'd flown in when I was a youngster because my dad was a line pilot. And the really supreme irony for me, and one of the cool things I loved about it, I don't know whether developers knew about it or not, I don't know, but one of the liveries that was included in the package was the aeroplane I sat in the right-hand seat of.
Oh, wow.
And it was
That's
just
really
like,
cool.
you just sort of, and that's when, for me, the simming thing sort of, it really sunk in, and that's when I also, like you, sort of realized that, I'm doing a multi-crew aircraft here by myself, and that it gives you a lot of perspective as well, actually having sat in the real thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes it's really weird because sim meets reality. Johnny, who's our guy who flies the 737-300 for Jet 2, he came around to my house when we made the videos for the IXEG, and in the sim I loaded up the Jet 2 737, and it was the same registration as the aeroplane he'd just flown back from Barcelona that morning. And he said, "Oh, I just flew this aeroplane earlier today, this sim aeroplane." And I was like, "Wow, my head is officially exploded."
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just reading some of the stuff in the stream here. For those who are asking, no, this particular leg did not start in the air. We had a minor technical difficulty at the start, which meant that the original restreaming was not put through to the Flight Angels channel. I do apologise for that, but if you look at the review video later on, it will be there. No, this is not active. Well, it was Active Sky 16. I took a snapshot of the weather from Active Sky 16, and then have set it to solid. I probably should have paid closer attention to the weather en route when I took that snapshot, but yeah. I'm just gonna throw that out there, but hey, cool story. So we might be in for some chop on this trip.
Speaking of chop, Kyle just said it's easier in the sim than in a real airplane when you're in turbulence. Yeah, that is a good point. Actually, that is a good point. The sim still doesn't replicate turbulence the terrifying way that a real airplane does, and actually the level D simulators simulate it quite well as well. A lot more rattles and shakes than the real thing.
I don't know. I left I left wake turbulence on. I put wake turbulence on maximum in Active Sky Next a few months ago. Tried to and flew on VATSIM and brought in a King Air behind a 747. Yeah, that wasn't pretty. Let's just say I didn't walk away from that flight. Let's just say I virtually didn't walk away from that leg.
Well, I learned a very important lesson about that. When I was learning to fly, I learned to fly at Cardiff in Wales, and that's where they bring the 747s, or BA bring the 747s and the 777s for heavy maintenance, and they bring them in from Heathrow, and we had to wait for a 747 to land, and then obviously you're not allowed to land immediately after. You have to kind of orbit for a bit while the wake vortices die down. And we had to wait for about 10 minutes. And then when we landed, it was the most turbulent approach I've ever done. I could barely control the airplane. This is a little Cherokee. And I was thinking, wow, this is after 10 minutes of a 747 passing. What would it be like if you flew into it, 1 minute after? You'd die.
Oh,
So,
that's horrifying, and I've been
yeah.
taking updates. It's funny that you mentioned the Comanche because for those who are going to be staying with us for this stream later on, so there's been mentioned a few times some of the great ways you can donate. One of the ways you can donate, of course, is you can head over to Turbulent Designs. It's turbulentdesigns.co.uk and grab their latest piece of scenery from there. And we're actually going to be having a look at that as part of this live stream coming up in a few hours' time. And I'm going to be running in a brand new A2A Piper Cherokee for that leg. So we're going to be wandering around the scenery, and then we're going to be doing a few circuits over it. So that's going to be an interesting thing. And I've taken her up for one quick flight. She's a cantankerous little thing, isn't she?
Well, I learned flying in a Cherokee partly, and I actually found it quite docile because the airplane I flew before that was the Tomahawk, which was affectionately nicknamed the Trauma Hawk in my flying club because that's pretty. It's like the kind of Dash 8 of light aeroplanes. It tries to kill you at every opportunity.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. But yeah, okay. Well, I have to ask that. Have you tried the simulator version of it? Because I'm curious about that. Because I quite like. I think the Tomahawk's fairly docile in sim, and it sounds it's not so docile in the real world.
It's not. No, it's not very docile in real life at all. Because it has a habit of spinning. So when you do the stall, when you do stall practices, the Cherokee just kind of. Well, the Cherokee's more like an airliner. It's just kind of wallowy. It just kind of points the nose down, and the airspeed builds back up, and that's about it. But the Tomahawk, because it's a T-tail, has a tendency to spin. So a few people have learned the hard way not to stall too much in a Tomahawk.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of the challenges. Folks, I do want to give a shout out. So as you know, this is a 24-hour live stream. This is our third leg of our trip. We're going to be taking in sites all around the world for the full 24 hours of this stream. Please don't forget, we are doing this for charity. So you can see there's a little donation counter here, and you can see my head bobbing around. I've just realised because I've still got my track IR on, because I'm really excited about this. This is a great thing. We are doing this for 3 wonderful and amazing children's charities located all around the world. So guys, you can donate. You can head over to the Flight-Angels website, so flight-angels.com/donate. You can donate directly there. You can also head over to, if you want to pick up some really cool stuff and still contribute to this as well. As I said before, you can head over to turbulentdesigns.co.uk. You can pick up their latest scenery, and all the proceeds from the sales from that will be going to these charities. And also you can head over to Aerosoft. So Aerosoft, do some amazing scenery, some amazing aircraft as well. You can head straight over to them, and they have got a sale going. So any of the sale items they have running this weekend, all the proceeds from those sale items will be going to these charities. So guys, there are so many ways that you can donate, so please consider donating. The smallest donation will help so much. It is just, as I said, amazing children's charities. We're going to hear a bit more about those later on. But I do want to throw a question. I'm hoping that our hamsters back in London are back in the UK are working hard, because I'm watching that donation counter. We've gone to a bit slow, so I'm not seeing it update at the moment. I'm still sitting at 28.2, so we've got to get to 28.5, guys. If you want to win some free stuff, we've got 3 A2A products on the way, so please help us get towards that goal. We're so close. We're only what? And here I've got to do my math now. So we're only, $269 away from that, guys. So it's a really close one. We're so close to that. Please tell me I got that math right. Did I just make a muppet of myself on live international YouTube?
Hey, listen, I got the reason I'm not a real airline pilot is because of my terrible maths, and it's why I ended up working in the media rather than an aeroplane. So there you go.
All right, well, okay, I'm sure somebody will correct me in the chat if I did get it wrong. But there you go, guys. Yeah, please consider donating. It is a great thing. Looking forward to see some of this one. I know there are a few people asking when there's going to be certain products going to be given away, guys. We don't know, as the streamers, we don't know when things are going to be given away, guys. So we have lots and lots of prizes. We have hundreds and hundreds of prizes, hundreds of keys of a whole range of products to give away. So it'd be really, really great to do that. And oh wow, we've got Citrus Aviation has just given us $260.
Oh,
wait.
Wow.
Yep, that's amazing. Wait, is
That's
that?
good.
Or, wait, is it? Wait, sorry, Citrus Aviation. Did you just give us that, or are you correcting me on how bad, how close, how far away we are from the target?
Yeah, I thought that was a donation. Maybe. Hang on a minute. That's your math.
that's my math. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We're not quite there
I
then,
got really
folks.
excited.
So did I. So did I. All right. Well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there close. So, but hopefully the hamsters
So
are
are
getting
you hand flying now? By the way, you're not an autopilot, right?
Which answer would you prefer?
Well, I'm quite, because I mean, you know, I'm used to flying the 777. I've been flying mostly while we've been doing the program for it, and I've kind of forgotten how to hand fly when I'm not about 500 feet away from the runway. So I'm quite impressed.
I will admit I have cheated slightly, and I have slaved it to the GPS for the heading, but I have to keep an eye on it because but it will be a full manual approach because there's the back course ILS on this is it's an ILS, it's a DME approach, so we don't have anything on the runway we're going to be coming in on. So you get to see what we do with that one.
Where are we landing? I'll dig out a chart and maybe I can just give you a bit of backup.
Good lord. Okay, yeah. So, by the way, folks, for those who've been following my channel at all, you probably know that myself and FMCs are not friends in any way, shape, or form. I like my slower aircraft and stuff like that. That'd be great. But yeah, there you go. And wait, hang on. Citrus, okay. Are you pulling my chain again, Citrus? I'm looking at your Citrus Aviation.
Is he donating $259? I think he's donating $259.
Okay. Do we
$259 then, and then a winky face? So I think that means he's donating.
Excellent. All right. Okay. You know what, Jane? Do we have our official word from our hamsters at all? We'll see if we can get an official word from our hamsters.
They're just updating now, Mr. Nova, and we shall have numbers shortly. They're just
fantastic.
Things are held slightly just while we bring in the US numbers, then we'll tie it all back together and get it out to you.
Oh, amazing, amazing! Because I think we've got a few people eager. Gus, you know what? Thank you very much, Gus. Possibly that may be what a bass looks like on a spit roast. I must admit that with the proboscis at the nose and the tail, it possibly does look like that, doesn't it? It does. Yes. Okay, I'll give you that one.
It does. There's some chat about hand flying in the chat as well. Carl saying hand flying. Always the answer, unless the question was, what the hell is it doing now?
Yeah. It's
wait till you get your hands on the Flights and Labs A320. There's a lot of that going on. It's all user error, by the way.
I do have to say, it's very nice to see that I'm not the only one that's gonna fly old aircraft. I was afraid that I'm the only one that doesn't go 777 and 757 and you name it. I much prefer my GA and my older aircraft. I like the slower. Originally, I was actually going to do this in the original DC3, the C47R, but I didn't quite have the speed for it. So without burning the engines out, so I've cheated a little bit and gone for the Basler, but I am going to be going for. I am going to be trying my luck with FMCs and jets. So we'll be taking a BizJet out for a spin when we head over to Crete later in this event. So keep an eye out for that coming up in a few hours as well. But otherwise, a Comanche for me once we go around Angwin. So Alex, what are you going to be flying on your leg? My leg, which is coming up in 1.5 hours. Oh boy. Is going to be flown in a L1049 Super Constellation.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh wow!
I must admit, I felt very spoilt and privileged. I was at an air show a few months ago, and I saw a restored L1049, and the brakes actually squeal like that. It was incredible. They drowned out those engines. Like after we all choked on the smoke from when they started.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe. But yeah, so that's going to be my leg. And then of course later on or tomorrow, I think it's the second last flight. We're gonna take the Q400 from Nordic Aviation Capital, who sponsored that leg very graciously. They asked me to take a Q400, so we're gonna take that one for a spin. And
I'm a little bit in the air. I wanted to do a DC3, but now I see you there going, and it would be almost the same airframe. Although, honestly, I think I'm gonna take the DC3 for my third leg from somewhere to somewhere.
we haven't filed the flight plan for that one yet, folks. It's all good.
The car to Kathmandu, I think, and I think the DC3 would be perfect for that because it is still in service over there. So.
It's
I think that'd be a good shout.
The DC3 is a bit like the Caribou. It's like, what do you replace a Caribou with? Another Caribou. What do you replace a DC3 with? Another DC3.
Exactly.
So, folks, don't forget, as always, as we say, this is a live 24-hour event. We are all going to be, there will be streams. This stream will be continuing for a full 24 hours. We're going to be taking journeys all around the world. You've heard an insight into some of the places we're going. So we're going to the far-flung reaches of the world, exploring it from the skies. And you guys get to relax and enjoy this from the comfort of your armchairs, your homes, your computer chairs, and your mobile devices all around the world. But it is all for children's charities, folks. So don't forget, please consider donating for this one. Hopefully we will see that donation counter come up very, very shortly and continue as we admire this beautiful sunset here down the coast of Portugal. So, folks, yeah, it is all for some wonderful children's charities. Please head over and consider donating for that. It's going to be great. And don't forget to stay tuned for some of the amazing legs coming up with those other aircraft. We're going to look for that. Constellation is going to be really looking forward to seeing that one. And, of course, any other DC3s. I love DC3s. They are just amazing.
Do you not think that flight sim people tend to split down the middle, and that you either kind of love the old stuff and the GA and the light airplanes and the props, or you kind of like the A320s and the 737s and the 777s? I don't know many people that love both. They seem to kind of fall in one of two camps to me.
I'd almost put a third camp in that, and I'd say. And sort of put it. Well, I suppose there's a third camp that sort of splits it. It sort of joins the two, which is the military fans. But I think you're right that predominantly people seem to either enjoy the older or the older aircraft, or maybe not necessarily older aircraft, but the lighter, the GA, the sports light aircraft, those kind of aircraft more than the tube liners, or just simply people like me who just loathe, hate, and detest FMCs, and we just can't stand programming them. That's probably got something to do with it.
Well, I think it depends, because I suppose if you're simming for fun, then you probably just want to kind of pot around slowly, and you don't want to be rushed, and you just want to take in the scenery and everything. But having spent time with people who fly airplanes for a living, it's not about having fun. It's not supposed to be fun. It's getting people from A to B quickly with the minimum fuss and the maximum safety and all the rest of it. So it's not designed to be fun. It's designed to just work and be quick. And for some people that holds a fascination. For me, that holds a fascination how that all works. But for some people, simming that, recreating that, isn't really fun. So the great thing about flight simulation is that there's something for everyone.
I couldn't agree more on that one. Although I have to say I guess I'm in between those, because I love my old airplanes, and my GE airplanes. A2A is amazing for that. Just to
absolutely.
putt around a little bit. And but when I fly for Virtual Air Canada, which I joined a while ago, well, a few years ago, then it's all airliners and being on time and do the thing as close you can. I mean, as you guys pointed out, it's a little bit harder to do if you do alone what the multi-crew should do. Don't ask me how that's going to work with a super constellation. That's a crew of 5.
Well, I think that the Super Constellation was flown as an airliner in a slightly different age. Before the age of low-cost airlines, where everything have turnarounds take 20 minutes and pilots have minimum rest and all the rest of it. It was done in the Constellation was the airliner, was the 737 of its or the 767 of its day, or the 777 of its day. But airline flying was a very different story back then.
This is an interesting discussion and an interesting argument as well, because for me, I think sometimes we miss the golden age of flying. I think we have, because don't get me wrong, flying's great and we get there quickly and efficiently now and all the rest of it. But the whole idea of getting the whole 5-star meal on an aircraft and everyone, you dressed up to get on an aeroplane. You didn't just rock up
Yeah.
in shorts and thongs. That was just.
They did.
Mm.
Well, I suppose rewind back to the early age of the jets, the 707s and the DC-8s and stuff. Flying was very expensive, and only very wealthy people could afford to travel by air, and it was a big thing. It was a big deal. But now it's not really. It's like go on Southwest Airlines or go on Ryanair or whatever EasyJet. It's like getting on a bus now. It's no big deal.
But it's, yeah, you know what? It's funny because I really like to watch that. And this is no ad, but there's a video from Lufthansa from the 60s where they had the Constellation. And 50s where they had the Constellation, and when you see how people would really, like you just said, dress up and go there, and it was a big deal. It was not just like, oh yeah, I jump in a bus and 2 hours later I'm there. I kind of, yeah, it was more refined as far as I'm concerned. Flying was just, I'm pretty sure that people didn't rip out seat cushions inside Constellation. But I have seen that in Airbus.
I've seen that. Funnily enough, I was talking when we were doing some work on the Flight Sim Labs A320. I worked with a guy who flies for EasyJet, and they've just had some new cabin seats fitted. And they have this plastic shell which makes them, I think, lighter, so it saves fuel. But the seat base is made of plastic, and the seat base, I think, costs $5,000. When people
What? I'm sorry. What?
$5,000?
What?
$5,000 for the plastic base of the seat. And if people kneel on them, which they do, when people get up when the plane is at the gate and it's stopped, and people get up and they kneel on the seats to get into the overhead lockers, and if they're heavy enough, they crack the seat base, and the seat's knackered, and it's $5,000 for a new seat base. Whoops.
Oh wow,
that's
that's
a whole different problem.
Yeah, that's incredible. That is. Folks, I've just been told that we're actually going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be having one of our bids for one of our major prizes is coming up. So, Jane, tell us about what the guys are actually going to be about to bid on.
You noticed me. I'm sort of waving and shouting and.
Hi, Jane.
Shush you. All right, so tell us what is everybody able to bid on? What exciting thing we're going to have?
There'll be quite a number of bids coming up very shortly, but just flight. There are some new stuff coming from Just Flight. The Gloucester Meteor. I'm sure you all know the Gloucester Meteor. Not released yet by Just Flight. We've got 2 keys for the minute it's released. We have 2 keys, so I want the 2 top bidders will win the Gloucester Meteor on release from Just Flight. It's not out yet. You guys will be first in the queue if you give me a big enough bid.
Alrighty, guys. So just remember that all this money that your bid is going to entail is going to be going to charity, guys. So this is going to be, you are going to get day 1 release copy. It's going to be a first second it is available. You guys will be first in the download queue. So guys, grab your wallets out, get yourselves ready, and get underway for the bidding. So the bidding's about to start now. Jane, are we going to be popping a link down for the guys to bid on?
That's a good idea. Gosh, you're keeping me organised tonight, aren't you? Okay. Link coming up as soon as I find it. But it's the Gloucester Meteor.
Now, guys, for those who don't know what the Gloucester Meteor was, the Gloucester Meteor was actually the Allies' first. It was the Allies' first ever jet fighter to serve in the Second World War. It never met its nemesis in the Second World War, but it was the first jet-on-jet kill that was ever recorded, and it was in Korea. So a very historical aircraft, a very beautiful aircraft. In my opinion, second only to the Hawker Hunter, just because I love the Blue Note. But the Meteor is an absolutely technologically defining aircraft, and I believe this is being modelled by the same team that brought us Just Flight's Canberra PR9 and the Hawk and the Tornado. So guys, this team does some amazing work. You are going to be really pleased by this product, I am sure. So guys, head out to that one there. So James just put some information about the product there.
There's a link, yeah, right there.
All right, so that's where everybody goes to bid on it. Or if I'm just going to
Yes.
type the bid in the chat.
No. That's just the guide. We bid on it live now. We're going to take bids right now in chat, etc.
Okay, guys, I've got my
put a bid in the chat.
I've got my clock going here. So you reckon you want to go for we're going to go for a minute of bidding?
Yes, and I'm not going to take less than $25. So don't even think of going lower, because this is a good price.
Alrighty, folks. So we're going to be looking here. Okay, so I've got my little stopwatch here. All right, so let's start the bidding now, guys. So please put your bids in. We see who can give the most for this amazing charity to get a beautiful piece of flight simulation and flight history coming up in your flight simulator as well. So guys, start your bidding there. So remember that we're taking a minimum bid of 25 here. So looking for 25 as our starting bid. So what have we got here?
Okay.
We've
got Luke. We've got Bill, Chen. Come on, guys. This is 5 and 10. We need 25. 25 minimum. Come on.
There's
Come
a
on,
90. A 90.
There's 90.
Hey,
Optic
90! Optic
90.
Hippo. Optic Hippo's at the
Alright.
top. Okay, right. Optic
There's
is winning at the
not
moment.
anybody can do better than that.
Top two. We've got 2 to give right now.
Top two.
Okay,
Okay, so we've
alright,
got
top
90
two
and Bill Chen at the moment.
90
Guys,
and
you've got
30.
15 seconds left on the bidding, guys. 50. Oh, we've got 100 from Lachlan Thatcher there. Okay, you've got 10 seconds left on the bidding, guys. 10 seconds left. 5,
120.
4,
120.
123, 2, 1, and bids closed. Thank you very much. So congratulations to Lachlan Thatcher and Optic Hippo. You guys are amazing. Thank you very much. So you guys have both just won yourselves a key. So we had 2 keys there. So Optic Hippo and Lachlan Thatcher, thank you very much. Our wonderful moderator team are going to drop some link in there shortly for you to click on to actually be able to join us and send some contact details through there, and they'll arrange to confirm your donation. Once that's come through,
You know what,
we will
guys?
get through.
I've got excited. We're going to do another bid.
Oh,
Not on this
there you go.
episode, but let's do another one.
Oh, there you
While
go.
I'm excited.
While we're excited, okay. Before you do that, let me just check where I am in my my navigation. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do, because I'm gonna have to start paying a little bit more attention to this one.
Just got lapped.
I did. I just got lapped by. So who did I just get lapped by? Hang on. What's
that's
going on
embarrassing.
here? What's going on here?
Yeah, we just got lapped by a jet.
No, by a DC-3.
Oh, by DC-3. Okay.
Australian pilots.
Yeah, okay. Apparently Australian pilots. Yeah.
You know, if Frugal's Jeremy Clarkson, that makes you Captain Slow, I think.
There you go. That's the one.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm happy to hold that title. I think, because I think I'll
Yeah.
also be taking the title of the worst helicopter pilot in DCS at the end of this stream. By the way, just gonna throw it
You're
out
on
there.
DCS now?
No, well, when we do our helicopter thing, if we're all still standing. Alrighty, so Jane, so you want to do another auction, do you? This is really exciting.
The top 2 again, $25 minimum. Just Flight again, another product that's not released, the BAC 111.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
That's really popular.
Okay, I know I say that I don't like flying jetliners and stuff like that, but that is one jetliner I am really looking forward to. There's so many memories and history for that one. So, guys, this is looking really amazing. So, yes, once again, guys, so we're going to be looking for the top 2 bidders for these 2 keys. So, these 2 keys will be giving you this amazing product. All the funds that you're going to be bidding, that you bid with, will be going to these amazing charities. So, we've got the Serious Fund Network, Over the Wall, and Vision of Flight, guys. So we're going to be taking minimum bids are going to start at $25 and going to go from there, guys. We're going to be starting the auction in around about 15 seconds, so get yourselves ready to kick that one off, because yeah, the BAC 111, a beautiful historic airliner, and looking forward to seeing that one. Alright, guys, so we are going to get the bidding underway in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start your bidding. Alright, guys, what have we got?
Aircraft, by the way, it's absolutely fabulous, and I'm just getting told by just like the initial pack has 11 liveries with some really famous liveries such as British Airways, British Midland, Monarch, American Airlines. All the classic liveries from the era will all come out with the pack for you.
Alright,
Cool. And how much do we want? What's the minimum bid for this, Jane?
25.
Minimum of
25.
25. Oh, we haven't seen a bid yet. Come on, guys. This is an absolutely incredible. It's going to be it's all the money that you're going to be bidding on. Oh, there we go.
There's a
Sam,
70.
70. Oh, we got Lazo 130. Okay,
Yeah,
so we've got 2 runs.
2501's not going to work, Matthew.
Okay.
No.
Oh, it's Southwest Airlines 737. We got 50. We got 80 from Southwest Airlines. 80. You get your highest bid at Southwest Airlines. All right. So what have we got here? We've got Matthew McCall and Southwest Airlines currently leading the way. Guys, we've only got another 10 seconds left on this bid, so we're going to get your bills in there. Come on, guys. Okay, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bids closed. Thank you very much. All right, I do believe that we have, I think we have Sam and Matthew McCall, I believe, got in inside the time. So Sam, Ryan, and Matthew McCall, congratulations on your winning bids. Again, once again, guys, our wonderful team of moderators that are supporting us throughout this entire live stream are going to be dropping a link in there for you to contact us. Let us know to get some contact details once you've made your bid. Once you've made your donation, and we will organise to get those keys for you as soon as they are available. Alright, and with that, I do believe I'm going to have to start slowing down for approach, I think, soon, because I just took over the VOR and I'm about to turn towards my final. And unlike Cat, I'm going to try very hard not to come flying in, because I don't know if the landing gear and the propellers would actually handle that on this aircraft. Because I have a horrible, horrible feeling I didn't turn crash detection off when I booted up my P3D today.
Whoops.
Got a little more time too.
All right. Oh, we must have had some good wins then or something. There you go. That's good timing.
Yeah. So we're landing in Faro. Is that correct?
Faro, yes, we are. So
okay. I was here only last week, in fact.
Oh. I'm assuming something slightly bigger than a DC3.
It was in an A319.
A319.
Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't an EasyJet flight, was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was an EasyJet A319. Yeah. I hated every minute of it. I had a really terrible seat. You know those window seats where it's not really a window; it's like the bulkhead. And
Yep.
It's really disappointing because you can't actually see anything. It was really bad times.
Yeah, I think the last time I flew with EasyJet was to Ibiza and back. And yeah, that was a highly entertaining flight. That was highly entertaining flight. Anyway, we won't talk any more about that.
As long as you didn't break the $5,000 seat base, then you're okay.
I still can't get over $5,000 seat base. All right, guys. So please keep the donations coming in. I know the donation counter hasn't changed visually. I know, but it is well, thank you very much for everyone who is donating. We do believe that our hamsters are hard at work. They are rapidly replugging cables back in and repairing chewed cables to get all of the interwebs working together again, so we can get our donations ticker up and running a bit more smoothly, and get all our lovely cousins and brothers and sisters from across the Atlantic, or in my case across the Pacific, to get all their funds into the total as well. So looking forward to that. Alrighty, okay. I'm looking at this really low cloud ceiling here, and I think I'm glad I'm not flying a tube liner. I think I'm really glad I'm not.
This is not typical weather for Faro at this time of the year. There wasn't a cloud in the sky when I was there last week.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I probably should have paid a bit more attention to when I took that snapshot from Active Sky.
Yeah,
just gonna throw it out there.
I think your snapshot's from like January or something.
All right, okay. Let's bring our altitude down a little bit. We've got our speed coming down a little bit. That's good.
Are we there yet?
If you keep asking that, you're not going to get any more coffee.
Is this PMDG?
Yeah, this is the 777 version 1. This was the early beta.
Okay.
This is when it was still before it was even Boeing, when it was still Douglas. So I'm just going to referring to my notes here. So pro tip for all of you budding flight sim pilots out there: never underestimate having an actual pen and paper next to you while you're actually flight simming, because you have no idea how much useful. If it's good enough for real pilots, it's also good enough for us as virtual pilots as well. So just a little tip for that one. Get all your notes and all your nav frequencies done before you actually, so you don't have to be switching panels and stuff. Because, you know, especially if you're flying aircraft that don't have all those fancy MFDs and FMCs that program and do it all for you and make you lazy. Sorry. sorry, Froogle.
Burn. And somebody won't be invited back next year.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be looking for a new streamer for next year's spring.
Yes. Send your applications
You
to
should insist-
Novawing is fired
Yep.
at gmail.com.
With a check. With a check.
Sorry, with a check.
Oh,
yes.
with the
If you
check,
donate
with the check as well.
You donate
Yeah.
$100, you can take his place next year.
Novawing, who?
Who's gonna take?
Who's Novawing? Can't remember him.
Yeah. I boot that.
Yeah, how about that?
This time next year we'll be going. Do you remember Novawing? Do you remember
Who is that guy? You know, who is that
Do you
random
remember
guy?
that guy from Down Under?
Yeah, that strange.
A
Well, you know,
boot that, eh?
he didn't fly inverted enough. Probably will be what they'll say.
So I've been away setting up my sim, ready for the next leg. What's the issue with the donation?
Because you were
counter?
inverted.
Why is it not working?
I'm not sure. We've been waiting to hear back.
The situation, Mr. Frugal, is the American total wasn't getting included, so the number we're seeing didn't include America. They're doing some rewiring, and it'll come back very shortly with America and all countries with proper live total. We found out the US numbers weren't included.
Okay.
For the person who was asking on the stream, Anish was asking about adding the Flight 1 GTN 750. I don't have it, so I don't know. I'm going to throw this back to my fellow streamers for anyone who may have the GTN 750. Can you add that as a shift pop-up?
Yes, you can. Simple as that. Yeah, no
There you
problem.
go. There's the answer.
There you go.
Video on
There you
it?
go.
Can I do a video on it?
Video or it didn't happen.
Exactly. Can you do a video on installing FS to crew? Has he landed yet?
No, patience.
Just
You
patience,
gotta
patience.
few
What
more
are the
minutes to
bids
go
on his
pace.
landing? Come on, let's get some bids on the landing. People are bid on this landing. Yeah,
All right,
no.
who's gonna bid on the possibility I might have not turned crash detection off and I might crash the landing gear?
Oh boy.
I don't think you'll crash it. I think you've got to try pretty hard to crash in FSX or B3D.
Very true.
Yeah, I think you'll be alright.
Blind optimism.
Yeah, you could spear someone with your big spear on your front.
Yeah. I'm still running with proboscis, not nose for that one. I'm still running with proboscis.
Yeah, I
Great
think.
big honking schnoz.
Yeah, you
Sounds more definitely more scientific.
you're gonna have to be careful at the gate, aren't you? When you the
He
guy
is.
who's marshalling you in, he's gonna have
He's
to
gonna
duck.
harpoon him.
Yeah, well, you know, because the
gonna be
poor
like a-
guy's gonna be like, ah.
The TSX man harpooned. I'd love to see that. I'll bid some money just to see that.
Exactly.
Just for the chap asking on the text there about PayPal. Yes, we do take PayPal. It's flight-angels.com/donate, and there are keys and buttons there for PayPal donation. We'll take PayPal or card.
And do donate. That's the whole reason we're killing ourselves doing this, is to get some money to help sick and underprivileged kids. Seriously. And my stream is coming up during the climb. I'm going to show you who you're helping out. Hopefully that incentivizes some of you. But please donate whatever you can. It's such a good cause. We're here really to entertain you, but also our primary driver here is to make that happen.
And I've met some of these kids, and these kids really benefit from the charities tonight. It's not this, we'll make a donation, we'll help them for the next week. It's changing the lives of these kids. That's not exaggeration. That these kids are getting their lives changed by what these charity guys are doing and all our causes. And that's, could you donate for anything better than changing somebody's life?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. It is such an incredible charities and causes that we are working so hard to raise money for, and thank you so much to everybody out there, to all the flight angels out there for supporting us. I'm just going to quickly throw it out there because yeah, it is just amazing, and as I said, I want to say thank you to everybody, and thank you to everybody for organising it as well. So please keep streaming. Don't forget, as I said, Frugal is coming up next with his stream. Frugal, what are you going to be flying and where for your leg?
I'm going to do a 777 into the best suited airport in the world for a 777. That, of course, being The Rock or Gibraltar.
Frugal, is your mic
Extreme.
muted?
Yes.
I think your mic is
Yes,
muted.
it is. Is it muted? No, it's not.
No,
You
I
can't
can hear
me?
him.
Yeah. What's your problem? So I'm flying a 777 into Gibraltar. Thankfully, the weather is helpful, and I'm landing runway 27, not runway 09. Anyway, I'm going to put my stream up and wait patiently, so I'll be up for a second.
No worries at all. Well, we're
It's okay.
coming
We're
in.
only on a 30-mile final.
Oh, shush
30
you.
mile final. Oh, wow.
It's only 9. We only got 9 miles to go. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's quite a relaxed approach in this airplane as well. You know, you're not thinking about recall and all that kind of stuff and auto brakes and.
Yeah, it's again one of the reasons why I like the older school stuff, because yes, there's more switches and whatever, but you know what? It's actually, you get more of a feel for it. You don't have to, I don't have a second officer that doesn't listen to what I'm saying.
So I believe the the window handle, which is just to your left hand side there, which
yes.
people can see. Isn't it true that the window handle is still the same window handle in the MD-80 that we saw earlier on? Apparently, it's the same one. That little wheel, it's the same handle, allegedly.
I'm gonna have to throw to Cat for that one. I don't know, but that would be cool if it was.
Apparently, that's true. I saw it on a YouTube video.
I can't speak to that, but that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if you spend any time looking around the MD-80 cockpit, you're gonna say to yourself, "Who built this thing?" Because
The
there's
same
no
guy that built the
cohesion. There's
DC-3.
nothing. There's nothing that is the same in any two panels.
No, it's not. Oh, we got the window open. Nice. No, the Dash 8 is the same. The MD-80 just looked like they just kind of designed it by committee. A few different departments designed different things, but they didn't talk to one another about it.
Oh no, that was the JAF Nomad, the aircraft that was designed by committee, and hence why it never did so well.
So what are we looking at ahead of you there? Is that AI traffic?
So I have done this one. I have logged on to a one of the VATSIM servers, and it looks like I have picked up a stray follower along the way. So shout out to whoever it is that's picked me up and saying hello. But there you go. So yeah, cool story, that one. I just I don't normally fly VATSIM, and I figured this was going to be a fairly depopulated area, but apparently somebody's figured it out where I am. There you go, cool story. So congratulations to whoever you are for figuring it out. Well done, well played, well played.
Apparently the MD-80 window handle is the DC-3 throttle knob. Okay, all right.
Wait. So that thing down there became the actual window handle for the. Okay, all right. Well, I've got to give them, at least they're reusing parts. I'll give them that.
Yeah, it was impressive.
How are you doing on
It's
time?
environmentally friendly.
All
I
right,
like
so
it.
we're
2 minutes.
but I'm 2 minutes out.
Okay, cool. Then we'll start on time. Somebody just asked me in my chat, what headset do I have?
Which is good, because you've got about 2 minutes.
We've got the Pappies in sight.
Nice.
Right there.
The Scottish game. He's got the runway in sight now. Well, that's a start.
Well, it is
Like 40 miles
also getting like dusk over here. So we timed it nice. We've got the beautiful vector lights along the Portuguese coast here.
Cool. Scottish gamer in my channel loves flight sim. If you love flight sim, head to flight-angels.com. Click on special events. You can join Colonel Doug.
Oh, we seem to have some corrections in the chat about the DC-3 throttle knob.
Okay,
Okay.
what's the story?
They're saying that the throttle knob on that aircraft, that's different from the classic DC-3. Apparently the classic DC-3, it's like a black sphere.
Oh, okay.
So do check out the special events over on flight-angels.com and join Colonel Doug Bubble Champagne, who will talk you through how to fly an F-16. That was his job. He was the lead intercept pilot 9/11, the terrorist action that took place in New York. You can also join Jane as she shows you how to fly the Con.
Looking good online up there. I think you can pull this off.
I don't think Belgeode can hear me. In addition to that, if you want to join in with other people with your own sim, you can join private servers that we have set up and do just that, all for a small fee, of course, to help save kids.
And yeah, folks, so remember that everything we're doing is for these wonderful charities. So yeah, and there is some great videos detailing the work. There was a couple of people asking before about who these charities are and what they do to support. I really highly recommend that you have a look at some of the videos over at the Flight-Angels website, because and make sure you take the Kleenexes with you, because trust me, you will need them, because these videos are so beautiful and moving and really gives you an insight as to what we're doing and why we're doing it, because it is so important what we're doing.
How you doing then, Novawing?
Coming in. Gear down, short funnel.
Yeah, runway's in sight now.
That's handy.
Yeah. So it's the most stabilized approach we've had so far today.
Oh, stop! Come on! That was totally uncalled for.
Show 'em how it's done, Thunder Down Under.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
All right,
just
guys,
we gotta keep it
50
nice
of
and
you on
smooth.
my stream. We're just waiting for Novawing to finish, and then we'll go.
Although I still can't get over that lawn dart that you've got attached to the front of that thing.
Hey, don't knock the proboscis, okay? The proboscis, don't knock it. Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Be careful.
I need to find the GSX guy once I'm on the ground.
Yeah, spear that GSX man. Do that.
I don't think we're gonna make it.
Time-wise, anyway.
What do we have?
This is like the longest approach in the history of flight sims. I swear to God, we've been doing this for 40 minutes.
It's a DC-3. You gotta be gentle with her.
This is nice. This is nice and
All right.
relaxed. This is how it should be. This is how it's done.
No,
See,
no.
I'm not
45-degree bank
trying.
angle in a delta wing plane over mountains. That's how it should be.
I'm not doing a tactical approach in a DC-3.
It's
Not
the first
going to
approach, but
happen.
We've not had a pull up, too low, too anchoring.
Come on, that's entertaining. It's
Yeah.
drama.
No,
It's
it's
drama,
good.
yes.
Drama, alright.
Right, okay, we're nearly over the numbers now.
Well, I rushed mine so that Novawing could have his time in the sun here.
I know.
Okay, all right.
Well, he's over the tree, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's over the trees, so that's good.
Stone
And
has
apparently
eroded in
this
my
one-
hand.
There we are. We are down, wheels down, and better disengage the beta. And we are
many-
done.
How many landings did you have?
Only one, thank you very
Okay.
much. Alright folks, thank you very much for joining me. Now please head over to Frugal, head over to youtube.com/Frooglesim to head over for his stream now. It's going to be looking for this amazing journey with him. So thank you very much for joining. Don't forget to head there via flight-angels.com/donate as well for this wonderful charity that we've got going on. Thank you very much. And now over to you, Frugal.
Thank you so much. Hello, YouTube. This is once again here on the Flight Angels charity flight, doing a short hop to the most inappropriate runway in the world, which is Gibraltar in a 777 from Faro, Portugal. I got some stuff I want to show you actually about the charities, but we're going to do that during the climb. So I'm going to take the runway here and we'll get moving, try to catch up some time. Thanks a lot. So powering up, runway entry procedure. Runway entry procedure.
You're up.
There's a comedian.
Is this where you fire
So
your second
this-
officer again?
No, this is going to work. Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's get going. And I can talk you all through what we're doing, why we're doing it, and all sorts of stuff like that. Take off. Here we go.
No
We
takeoff.
have an LNAV or arm this time, which is good. The runway just started looking really short.
Gibraltar's going to look shorter.
What? There's something up again. My throttles again. There we go. Gear up. Flaps 1. Flaps up. A bit of a rocket coming off the ground there. We're not very light, heavily 777. Has enough power in one engine, by the way, to do the same thing all 4 engines on a 747 do. Fact for you. So if you're not carrying much check. So if you're not carrying much weight, then stuff like you're seeing here happens. I'm not going to fly the full departure this time. I am going to wimp out. Really do want to show you something, but we'll do the after the takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist. All right. Set flight level 290. Let's let her dial that in. Welcome back, by the way. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. So do the charities we're supporting. And I'll show you more about those in a minute. Select altitude, intervene. And up we go. Okay, so this is a 24-hour Flight Angels 2016, where we're 3 charities: Serious Fun, Over the Wall, and Vision of Flight. And everybody's kept mentioning you should check out the videos, check out the videos. I want to show you one of the videos, just a 3-minute video. I think it's worthwhile. If you're watching a telethon on TV, they would show you the charity clips as well. So I'm going to bring that up right now. Take a look at this.
Hang on a sec, Pete. Sorry, if you want to hang on a sec, you're not streaming on the main thing. You're only on Frooglesim. We're not seeing you on the Flight Angels or on the other stream. Didn't continue to you.
Okay, well we'll do that in a minute then. Should be on the Flight Angels one, but okay. Let me just go and check.
I can see you on the Flight Angels one.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you're popping in now.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So this is why we're here, and this is what we're doing. Just watch this for a few minutes.